I got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Speak a little more love in this place. I got something to say.
And we're back. What's up? Welcome
Hey,
to a with In the Chair with Montee and me. What's up, Mimi? Look at this. This lip is giving me life today. How
well,
are you?
thank you. I don't know, I'm feeling vulnerable. I am.
What does that mean?
I have different times in my life, different days, different moods. Today, I'm just feeling real
Well,
soft and vulnerable, and yeah,
well, you look very pink.
yeah, I am very pink,
You're very pink over
very.
there. I'm loving this lip. This is it. You got it lined in chocolate or something?
So this is espresso liner smudged because I hate a hard line. Oh,
Ugh.
I hate ladies. That's this. Yeah, this a PSA real quick. Don't ever do that hard. I got a cousin that do that hard. She like I gotta line my lips, and she line that thing with a dark, deep, dark brown. Don't soften it up, and then just throw on any color in there, and it's so hard. So it's espresso liner smudged with a iridescent gold sparkle lip.
Oh, well, I love it. It's very
Well, thank you.
tasteable. You look very tasty.
I look
But
like a decent woman today, don't I?
you look like a decent woman. Well, we're about to see what go on tonight with this conversation with you. So, how was your day?
My day was very hectic.
Hmm.
It's literally I just got in the door.
Me too.
Um, yeah, I mean, just life, and because I know we're supposed to be doing in the scenario. I don't know we're gonna get to it, but I just wanted to talk tonight because my headspace is a little different.
Okay, well, I got some questions anyway, so we can
Yeah,
go
okay, yeah.
and things of that nature. So my day was very, very eventful. I'll
Your
tell
day
you.
always eventful at that damn school.
Oh my gosh! So today, I got a threatening text message from a student. They text me on my personal cell phone and told me that my fucking days were numbered, honey. That's what they said. And then they came back and said, FYI, this is not a threat. So one must take it very seriously. If you send me a text and you tell me
Yeah,
that my days are numbered, and
yeah.
then you come back and say, FYI, it's not a threat, you're serious. And we have to take threats very seriously.
Yes, you
The
do.
the individual that was removed from the program, it had nothing to do with me, but because I'm the disciplinarian, of course, I always get the slack and everything. So that's how they came today. And so, I
Because you the
was,
front man.
I'm good with that. But just know that the police is in your life.
What,
Because
what,
what
did,
we
what did you what did you do?
there were criminal charges filed because
Absolutely. Okay, I'm just making sure.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
those types of
Mm,
things, those types of threats. I have a child. I
that's
have
right.
friends. I have, so I have to, if you're telling me my days are numbered, you take things seriously nowadays when people are
Absolutely.
saying things like that. And so, of course, my boss was just like, oh, we're not having this. So she got on the phone, made phone calls and
That's right.
police and things of that nature. So it's handled, but it's still sad that we have black people, black on black crime, black on black hate, black on black abuse, black on black everything. And it was sad that it resorted to that from a black female that would do
Mhm.
that on today. So that's the part that hurts me the most, is because I've done everything that I possibly could to try to ensure that the student could stay. And then I'm the one that gets The death threat, shot death threat. I was like, dang. Now I know people don't
It's
like
like that. I mean, if you think about it, all the front people are the ones that take the brunt of everything. It's not the people behind the scenes that make
right.
the decisions. I mean, and you can, the best way to explain is like when you go to a restaurant and your food doesn't come out in a timely manner or it's not right. The person that's getting blamed is your server, and they ain't back there in that damn kitchen cooking
Right,
and
right,
doing nothing.
right.
They the they're the face, so they're the
And
ones that's going to get most of the stuff. Yeah,
it's funny that you mentioned that because I don't think that we pay attention to that in that moment because we always it's the waitress that she gets the blunt of the hurt because the
absolutely.
reflected in the tip. No, sometimes we're like, I ain't tipping her. I used to go with this one girl. Mimi, she was a thick girl. She was a thick girl. Is thick offensive?
You know, I'm not the right person to ask. I don't offend easily.
So she was a thick girl, and so she would find reasons at the restaurant not to leave a tip.
I want
One,
them bitches.
They
Yeah,
didn't put enough. They
I
didn't put
wouldn't
enough.
have gone over her no more.
Right. They didn't put enough ice in my cup. This table's supposed to have crackers. The salt shaker halfway empty. Uh, my spoon, they had my spoon. They didn't put a spoon in my rose silverware. Or it's always something. So yeah, she would be the one. And so it would often be times that we went out. It'd be about four of us, and she would be the one. She ain't leaving a tip. And so I would always feel like I had to compensate for hers because I felt like the server would give us good service or whatever just because it just didn't go your way at the time, then it is what it is. Now I am a firm believer that as long as you are giving me my drinks and you are checking on me, the food part I can handle because I know that you're not cooking it. But as long as you're checking on me and doing the other things, I'm good with you because you don't run
Mhm.
the kitchen. But them three things, making sure that I got a drink and making sure that the area around me is clean and that you're checking on me, that will get you a tip from me every time. But when you don't do those three things for me, then that's a problem.
Mhm. But
Because
sometimes let me tell you this: being in the service industry, and I've seen because my mother is one. And you've heard me say this a lot. I will take entitled white over bougie black any day,
yeah,
any day, because it's like once we uh, uh get to the table, we get a little title or uh uh you know something behind our name, honey. We act like everybody in the world is supposed to kiss our ass, and it's just like, and because honestly, I really believe that people should like I take my boys out to fine dining establishments every well before the pandemic, but I take them out. I teach them how to order because there's a way to order because black
mhm,
people will run the fuck out you.
mhm.
I mean, run the fuck out of you. You come to the table, it's one person. Can I get a refill on my soda? And then they go back and they come back with the soda. Can I get a refill on mine and some ketchup? It's like they just keep running you, and it's like you know what the fuck you need when the damn wait come there. Just come in, just you see your cup half full, just go on and say, fill me back up. Don't keep running her, back and forth because it's a lot of pressure on them servers. A lot, a lot, a lot. And folks would just keep running you, and you do one thing. I'm not leaving them no tip. And I'm like, but you at IHOP.
Uh,
What you at?
so we were at last week. We went to oh gosh, I can't even think of the crab place that we went to. But we went to this establishment and
Hmm.
Hook and Reel. It was Hook and Reel. I got the producer telling
Yeah,
me
that's a fun little cute spot.
Mimi, he over there talking about Hook and Reel. I feel like I'm really somebody. Hook and Reel. So we went to Hook and Reel, right? And so there was this girl, this table that sat behind me. And I
Hmm.
don't know Bob me, and I'm not trying to say that the thick people or the larger people are the ones that complain, but they tend to be the ones that are always unhappy
Mhm,
or something of that.
mhm.
So it was a table full of, it was three plus size women,
Right.
and they had two children. They were all black. And so the woman was saying, spell a cuss word. And the little boy said, ASS. And they just fell out laughing. I'm serious. I'm serious. And they was just like, and Josiah was looking just like you looking. And Josiah was just like, oh, I could never do that. And he's about to be 16. And so they was just like, spell another way. SHIT. I mean, and the kids looked like they was about probably about 5 or 6. Girl, they was spelling these cuss words. And so the waitress came over. And of course, it was time for them to pay. And they had a problem with the bill. So they asked for the manager. The manager came over and he went through the bill and explained them to him. They pulled out their to-go box. I kid you not. The to-go box. Opened the to-go box and said, look at this. Do you see what we have to eat? But you're taking it with you. So it must have been all right. You didn't pack it up to take it with you. You see this? We will never be back here ever again. As the one that was sitting that couldn't fit in the booth. She couldn't even fit in the booth. They had put a chair up outside the booth. So she was sitting at the end of the booth like it was a table, like they had created a space for her. The waitresses are already having to slide by her, talking like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And she gonna stand up, Mimi, stood up and say, we will not be back here ever again. We were not treated right and all this and that. So the man said, I'm so sorry. And they started pulling out this box of the to-go food that they had. And it wasn't like they ordered an extra meal to go. This was the stuff that they took off their plate. Out of the 5 people that was at the table, it was one box. One box. And so you see what we had to eat? Well, hell, it looked like to me that you ate it all. This is probably the kids' food that they was taking home. They the ones that probably didn't eat their food. And so they're packing up this food. And so they are really literally causing a scene. And I'm looking like, oh my God, because I don't like the scene at the restaurant thing. That's call me one of the bougie black people, but I don't like that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, unless it's
I don't like scenes at places. It's a way to handle everything you got to, yeah, it's a way.
so they get up and the man says, okay, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. And so he comes back and he tells them, I think he took something off the bill or something of that nature. So then as they're leaving Mimi, they still talking. And the one walking, won't be back. And I'm just like, oh my God. Are you mad because it wasn't a buffet? What are you mad about?
Yeah, that's one of them times like, but yes, you will. You coming back. Yes, you
That's
will.
what I
You
said.
do
You'll be
too.
back. You'll be back. And
But
so
unfortunately, what happens when you're in the service industry, you bear the brunt of everybody's problems, everybody's issues. So if you have the woman at home that her husband ignores her, or she doesn't feel like she has a voice, or she feels like she's being, belittled at home, that's the one that comes out in the world, and she's going to take all her frustrations out on you. She's going to belittle you. She's going to make you feel small because she feels small.
I
Those
agree.
women, bid the large women that were complaining about the food, you know, basically, what happens is they already don't feel, a lot of them don't feel good about themselves, so they already, because I've often said this, the larger you are, the more invisible you are in the world, people don't see you.
Really?
So absolutely, absolutely, they don't. They
Hmm.
don't. Because if you look at like I say, I always say, and I'm not mad about it, but I'm just a realist. I watch people, I observe life, and so when you have like the curvier, smaller, women, because we living in a very shallow society. I work in the most shallow place on the planet, in the casino, because they got all the girls, they put them in little teeny dresses to sex sales.
Mhm.
So when you have all of these curvy, video vixen types walking around, and then you got, somebody waddling in. They not, even though this woman is maybe 300-400 pounds, nobody sees her. They're looking at what is visually appealing to them. So a
Hmm.
lot of times you have a lot of large women that do feel passed over. They're angry. You know, already, have insecurities from, whatever happened, childhood, bad relationships, whatever. And so they take it out on
The
whoever
service.
they encounter.
Or who's ever giving service. So Mimi, I got
Hmm.
something to say. You got a birthday coming up. I
I
got a
tell
birthday.
you, you got a birthday coming up.
I got a
This is
birthday coming.
Pisces season.
It's Pisces season, girl.
Pisces
So
season. Yeah.
my birthday is March the 8th. Mimi's
Yeah.
birthday is March the 10th. And so our show is scheduled for March the 9th. So we just felt like, after talking to Mimi today, we're going to celebrate our birthday together.
Yes,
And
we
so
are.
we're going to celebrate our birthday together. So that's going to be our first live in person show. We are coming
Mhm.
together and we're going to do a live show with special guests there at the show. So I'm excited as we're still working through it and figuring it out. But we got some guests on
Mhm.
our mind. Some of our favorite guests are going to be with us, and we
Yeah.
are going to have a blast. We don't
Yeah.
even have a bartender. Mimi told me today I'm pre-making our drinks.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I'm
good.
gonna make us now. I'm making us a specialty cocktail.
And so on March the
It's
9th,
called the Ivy.
live, I want to go ahead and start
Mhm.
putting that out there. Join us live as we're gonna have a lot to talk about. There's some
Yeah.
new things coming from Monty. There's some new things coming from Mimi. There are a lot of new things that are happening. So yeah, join us. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. We've been out for a couple of weeks. Even as I was dealing with sickness this week, I was trying to make myself better. Girl, I've been overdosing on NyQuil and vodka.
Yes.
When I tell you,
You ain't in no coma.
I've been making hot toddies every night, trying to get myself together. Because you remember that one day, well, one, oh, yes, was that today when we were talking? And you was just like, "You all right?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm good." So like my voice was actually gone, but it's back.
Mm.
I'm better, But yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Oh.
It did work, Courtney. It did work. So I've been on it. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm drinking tonight, but I've been on it.
Yeah. What is that? Like
It look like what? What it look like,
child,
Mimi?
somebody was trying to call me just now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Ooh.
they must have saw
Yeah.
how Pluto was looking. So I
Uh-uh.
have a question for you, Mimi, because you said you wanted to have a conversation, and we want people to go
Can you
over.
hear me?
I hear you good. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You can't hear me. Why you whispered?
Hold on. Hold on.
Why did she start whispering? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Maybe whenever the phone call is still trying to come through, Mimi.
I'm gonna leave out and come right back in
So
because
she
my
can
sound is got knocked out.
listen. Okay. Listen, Mimi is a mess. So, like I was saying, we are going to have a special birthday show as Mimi's birthday is March 10th, y'all. Mimi's birthday is March 10th, mine is March 8th. And so we're going to celebrate on March 9th as we're going to have our first live in-person show. Can you hear me now, girl?
Yes, yes. My sound got knocked out.
Well, let me tell you what you did.
What
I
I
can't hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. Okay, I'm gonna come right back, y'all. Like, I was just like, why is she yelling? But yes,
it done
I can.
happened again.
What's didn't happen?
What's happening?
Leave and come
Can
back,
you hear
Mimi.
me?
Yeah,
I can't hear you at all.
leave and come back. Um, so good to see you, Linda Carter. Mimi having some problems over there, y'all. I don't know what Mimi going through. Maybe it's the drinks she drinking over there because she is the bartender. Mm. So anyway, we want everybody to join us on our live show and be with us. Also, we're gonna have a conversation on tonight. Can you hear me now, girl?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we're gonna have a conversation on tonight. It was supposed to be scenarios, and we're probably still gonna have scenarios and everything, but we're gonna have a conversation. And I have some questions that I want to ask, and we want everybody. What's up, Charles? We want everybody to go over in the chat box. I know you've been texting. I mean, you've been inboxing. I haven't responded. I'm sorry, Charles. Haven't been feeling that well, but I'm better now. So we want everybody to go over in the inbox. And if you have a suggestion or a question, or you got an answer to this question I'm about to ask, we want to talk about it. So listen, this is the question tonight, Mimi, for you. Your significant other develops a serious illness and can no longer perform certain conjugal duties. He or she gives you a free pass to get sex elsewhere. Would you use it? Why or why not?
Oh. Mm.
They can't perform no more. They can't
Yeah.
do it no more. So
But you
with
know
your
what?
case,
I talk a lot of shit. I do. But I am very loyal. I'm loyal. I mean to it. I'm loyal. And
Mama
I don't
Boss,
care. I
go.
don't care what man give you a hall pass. You better not fucking use it. That relationship will not be the same. It will not be
It
the
won't be
same.
the same.
No, men, the male ego is very fragile. Now, I already told you, gays got a different set of rules, so I ain't talking about I ain't talking about your tribe right now. I'm talking about the hetero tribe.
Okay.
We men cannot take another another dipstick in their oil. Cannot.
Ooh, another dipstick in their oil. So
Mm-mm.
you're saying that you would not take the pass?
Nah, I wouldn't do
2 years in the relationship, you still ain't taking the pass.
it. I put it like this: if I did take the pass, he wouldn't know
But he wants to know. He's told you. You
it.
have
No,
my.
he cannot. I'm telling you, if you want, ladies, listen to me. If this shit happens, if you intend to stay with his ass and you want peace, you better not tell him that you fuck somebody else. They cannot handle it.
You don't think that they can handle it.
I know they can't. How
But
many? I mean, let's just say this. Think of how many women that have been cheated on, okay, that have taken the man back, maybe multiple times, and maybe have gotten past it and they done testified on, God will deliver them from, having a wayward dick or whatever, whatever that sin is called. But you know, they done moved on and they living, life grand now. You ain't heard of no man have no daggone woman cheat on him and they done moved past it. I don't know of anybody.
this is the thing, Mimi. They
What?
recognize they can't perform.
Yeah.
So I just want a piece of you, baby. I just want you to stay here. Just stay with me. Love me. Help me. Help me get through this. But I can't perform. And I know that you're a sexual being and you need this. So
Mhm.
I'm giving you this pass.
Like I said, if I take the pass, his ass ain't gonna know it.
So you just gonna perpetrate and play like, oh baby, no, I would
Ah, shit.
rather
Well, yes.
be with
That's what
you.
we do all the time any damn way. Because the male ego is fragile. It's very fragile.
Wow. I think I think I would approach it a little bit differently.
But you
As
but you have to realize that you are a gay man. It's different. That
am I
that
gay?
it's a totally
Is that
different set of circumstances.
how do you know how I identify, Mimi?
You said what?
Am I gay?
Well, what up in your free lifestyle, your free love? I don't know. I don't know what do you identify as?
You know what? As life has taken a turn for me, do I still feel like that I am a gay man? That's a good question. Because I don't even know if that I've ever really been fully gay because I still find some women attractive. Some, not all. Some
Right.
women to be attractive. It takes a special type of woman to get my attention.
Gotcha.
So does that make me fully gay? Or does that make me
Well,
partly
you
bisexual?
can't be halfway gay. That ain't no. That's like being a little bit pregnant. You either are, or you ain't.
So does that make me bisexual?
Well, a lot of people will argue bisexuals are gay.
Are they half gay?
I call them gay greedy.
Explain.
Cause you want every damn thing. Just shit. You don't just want one. You want dick. You want pussy. You want ass. You want it all.
Charles says sounds bi to me. So the thing with me is I find some women attractive, but then like my girlfriends, like the girls that I kick it with, I just look at them as like sisters. It's never been one of those things to where I'm attracted to my girlfriends because I have a lot of girlfriends and I hang
Right.
with this girl group. I hang with a group of professional women.
Right.
Most people that I associate myself with are professional women. They're thriving women. They're doing it. And so I love a black woman that is doing it, but I love black women, period. So when I say that I'm attracted to a woman, it has to be a special type of woman that gets my attention. I mean, she got to have the nails, she got to have the lashes. I like the glitz and the glam of it all. The hair done. Like Meg the Stallion. Oh my God. Meg the
She.
Stallion, she is a beautiful black woman. And then she got that
She.
little good thing going for her. I'll be like, I turn into trade for her. Be like, what's up, girl? How you living, girl? I can do that for her. There are certain women that catch my attention like that, and so that right there for me is yeah.
Mhm.
So when I come back to the question and I see the question that says that I'm in a serious relationship with my significant other and they get illness to where they can't perform conjugal duties, and they give me a free pass when I get sex from elsewhere. I ain't gonna lie, being a man is a little bit different. It's different for us. I know
Mhm.
that some women don't like self pleasure, but with a man, we can do it a little bit differently. We can get off quicker than some women. So I don't necessarily think that I have to get a pass from this dude. I think that there's some things that we can still do in the bedroom that would be satisfying for me, as because just because you can't perform, well, I don't know. Does it mean he can't be a bottom number? Or does it mean he just don't get? It's different with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause y'all can do other shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I don't need the pass, dude. I'm here with you. We gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah.
I think that that's important that you have those type of conversations. Now, if they insisted that I went out and we're in a serious relationship, and they're saying that I want you to go out and get a pass or whatever, then I would be very selective. And I would be like you, Mimi. They would not know that I was taking a pass
Mhm.
because
That's when you go get a paid professional.
yeah, I think that's when you really, really pay for a whore.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
don't even
that's what they there for.
right. I think that that's one of those times that you go get a paid professional, and I don't like to call them whores or anything like that, but I
They
would
they
say
they are sex workers.
around
That's
50%.
it's a whole industry. Now that's only reason, and I'm gonna say that, and I've said this over and over. The only reason it's not legal is because the government cannot figure out a way to tax it. It's the only reason.
So you feel like, girl, this Chick-fil-A lemonade is good. This Chick-fil-A
Hmm.
lemonade, I buy a
Oh,
whole
I
thing.
know. I get, yeah. That's what I get when I go.
But let me tell you, this is Monty's. So you get
Uh,
Chick-fil-A, and I know people gonna judge me, but I really don't care tonight. You get Chick-fil-A lemonade, one part lemonade, one part peach Ciroc. When I tell you,
yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, I just
If you really want to get jiggy with it, put some peach schnapps in there with it. Honey, that thing will mellow it all the way out.
Mellow it all the way out. Okay.
Oh
I'm
my God.
but so no, I ain't gonna take the pass. Some people would take the pass. What about those people that take the pass, Mimi? How do you come back from that?
You can't. That's why I'm telling your ass don't take the damn pass.
Is it a walk of shame?
No, it's not. This is the problem. The other person, even though they put it out there, you have a lot of times people will just put things out there to test you to see, what your love or your loyalty is, to them or for them. So they're putting it out there. They don't really want you to do it. They really don't.
But then
Now
am I
they
thinking,
might understand, okay, I can't pleasure you the way I want to. However, then it's gonna, it'll come up. Well, we did till death do us part in sickness and in health. So I mean, you got people that think like that.
so can I tell you now that you bring that and and what does it say? In sickness and in health and isn't there some part in there in the wedding vows where they say when you broke
It's
or
it's in for rich and for poor, and
right.
sickness and for
So
health,
so
and to
when
do
we were when Jacoby and I renewed our vows, and so the pastor said for richer or poor, Jacoby said for richer and richer, and he says no for richer or poor, and he said for richer and richer. So he couldn't say that, and so I think that we say a lot of stuff that we really don't mean because like in a relationship, if you're the age you are now, which by the way you look good, I don't know if you
things.
want to tell everybody how old you are.
It's no, I don't mind. I'm be 47 in a couple weeks.
You're gonna be 47 in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be 45 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And so we look good, Mimi. I don't
We
care what
did-
nobody and people
70 babies winning out here in these streets, honey.
I don't I don't
Winning.
I don't care what you think. I feel like I look good to be 45. And so
Absolutely.
um I think that with us being who we are and the age that we are, it would be hard to be involved with a person that could not sexually please me. I will say that. It would be hard for me. Being 45 and in my sexually, I think the 45 is the new 20s. For me, it has been.
It is for women as well. But let me tell you, for me, it wouldn't be so much the sex. I like intimacy. Being held and kissed and cuddled and all of that type of stuff. So that that could work for me.
That could work for you.
Hmm.
And see, for me,
Because I've
I,
never really truly had it.
you've never had it. Okay.
Yeah,
That would be something different for you. So then I guess
absolutely.
my thing for people that are going through relationships, because let's be honest, people go through this every day. Somebody's dangalang ain't working. Dangalang. Somebody's dangalang ain't working. And
And especially the
somebody
older you get, it's just certain things.
and somebody's not getting moist anymore. So they feel
Man,
like
I had a lady come to my bar, child. Honey, I wish I could take my camera and just like go live and just let it run all day. When I tell you, it would be the most entertaining thing. Child, she said, Sugar, she said, I could sit in a tub of water and I won't get wet.
but see, Mimi, that's important.
You said what?
That's important. But did you tell her about lube or something like that? Did you
But
use
she
that
was
as
that's the thing. Of course, you know how I talk. I said, child, I said it ain't got to get wet on this on. I said you can put some more stuff on down there and let somebody run up in there. She said, child, I'm too old for that. I done had enough sex. to last me a lifetime, I'm good. You know.
You know, I have clients like that that come in that she told me, one client told me, as long as I got Jesus, I'm good. You know, I've had the men, I've had all this, and I've had that. I don't need nobody else.
But I don't feel like that.
You need more than Jesus.
Uh,
What you say, baby? I do. All right, all right. So we both agree
Yeah.
that don't take the pass, right?
No. Absolutely. And if you do take the
Marsha
pass,
said, Mama Marsha said, you ain't never too old. Sabrina said, me too.
if you do take the pass,
Carl
don't
says,
let
I
them know.
agree.
Huh?
What you say? Don't let them know. For Sean, you say four. I don't know what the four means. I, I don't know what we were talking about, but you said four. So I'm curious to know about the four.
I want to know
But
too.
but
But yeah, if you take the pass, do not let them know you're taking the pass,
don't
and
let them
hire
take
and hire a professional. So
higher
they,
profession.
well,
So
yeah,
they,
they won't have no goals, ambitions. They
what's up,
already
girl?
know it's transactional business.
So then you don't have to worry about them coming back to haunt you or talking
No,
about you or putting your
no.
business up. Hire a professional. I hear you. So let me ask you another question, Mimi. Your significant other catches a case and it's going to be locked up for a long time. A long time. Would you hold them down?
It depends on who the significant other is and what kind of case it is.
Stop real quick. But Sean says she like intimacy, and what I meant to say that she likes foreplay. All right, foreplay.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
same here. Yeah,
All right, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I agree with you, Fashawn. Sorry about no sorries. I just wanted to hear what you had to say, girl. We
yeah. I
like
want to know too. Yeah,
interaction. Thank you so much, Fashawn. So your significant other catches a case,
yeah.
and it's going to be locked up for a long time. Would you hold them down or leave? And explain why.
And so that's why I said it would depend on why, what the case is, and how good the significant other was to me before, what we've had already established, you know because I can be a rider,
You can be a
but
ride.
a rider, yeah, I am very loyal. I am, until I'm not.
So Sabrina Fletcher says she agrees. She says I agree. So then here is my thing with that. I guess it depends on the individual and how long you're gonna be away. And it's no secret that I've been locked up before. And so I've
Mhm.
seen a lot of stuff that goes on behind the prison doors. When I did 13 and a half months in a state
Mhm.
jail facility. And while I was locked up, I saw dudes, that would be in our room or our cell area that would flirt with other dudes or get sucked off by other dudes or was hunching on other dudes and doing all
Mhm.
kinds of stuff with other dudes. But then they had a girl that would come up there and see them and that was putting money on their books and stuff. It just so happened that I had a support system through my family. This lady, my godmother, Sister Parker, and my sister and my mom that kept money on my books. So I never had to do anything that was strange for a little change. I was good while I was locked up, but I did see a lot of things that happened. And so I don't believe that men are faithful that are locked up. That's my personal belief. And the reason why I say that is what I experienced and what I was previewed to see while I was locked up. And that's been years ago. And I just believe that, the prison system is still the same prison system. And so when I saw all the things that I saw, and I too got involved with a situation to where whenever I got out, there was this dude that started writing me that told me that that he liked me the whole time that I was there and he cared for me the whole time I was there, but he couldn't tell me because he didn't want his homeboys to look at him no other type of way, but he would watch me while he was in the shower, while I was in the shower and stuff like that, but he just couldn't say anything to me. And so I went to go see him, Mimi. I went to go see him. When I got out, I went up there to see this man. So I'm standing at the thing, and you used to have to go up there. They had to put you on the list. You give them your ID. They would look at your ID. Then they would call the inmate out. And so it just so happened somebody else was there to see him. And so I will never forget this. As she called him out, she called him out, and I'm sitting up there and I'm waiting there, and the guard tells them he's here to see the same person. And she looked at me and she said, "How do you know him?" And I told her, I was like, I was locked up with him, and all this and this. And so she was just like, "Oh, somebody says he wanted you to send him canteen."
I mean, for real, that was his survival thing. He's at this point he's surviving, so it's any type. That's what I believe.
So she asked me, how did I know him? And I was like, well, I was in here. You had to wait 6 months before you could go back and visit after you've been out. We had been writing the whole time and everything. And so she was like, oh, okay. And so she sat down behind the glass first to talk. I'm standing behind, like over in the corner, and she talking to him. And she says, by the way, Lamont is here to see you. And he was just like, oh, is he? And she was just like, yeah, Lamont is here. I could hear the conversation. And so she looks back and she said, he wants to talk to you. So I was like, okay. So I sat down and he was like, what's up? And I was like, nothing. I just thought that I would come see you. And he was just like, so you should have told me. So I would have told her not to come this week. Can you come back next week and see me while she's here today? Because that's my baby mom. And I, like a fool, was like, yeah, I understand. And he was just like, I was young, Mimi. I was like, yeah, I understand.
Trust me, I'm not judging.
And I said, I'll come back. And so he was just like, yeah, and no, ain't nothing changed between us. And when you on your way out, I need you to leave me about $30 or $40, because it's hard in here. You know how we live in here and all this and that. And so Mimi, I walked out and I left him with $30 or $40. I did. And she told me, bye, take care. It's good to meet you. And I was like, okay, good to meet you. So then, Mimi, I went back next week, like a fool. Went back the next week. Who was there? She was there. And so she called him out again. She sat down first, and she's like, Lamont is here. And so I was just like, oh my God, And so he was just like, let me talk to him. He was like, say, yeah, I didn't know she was going to come back this week, but it's all good. Don't stop coming, because nigga, I love you. I love you, right? I wanted to be with you and all this and this. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel you. I'm thinking like, so I need you to leave me about $30 or $40, before you leave, because she can't afford to leave me no money. And she said, Lamont, did she know? I don't know. But no, I'm going to get to that part. And so I was just like, oh, okay. So that time, it was about the third time that we had that experience with her. I had that same experience with her. And so I'm standing up there and I'm talking to her afterwards, right? Because she let me go first. And then this one time, it got to the point where she would be there first or I would be there first. But we was both going to see him, right? Now, I know that I'm a flamboyant man at times. I can be flamboyant. I think I'm kind of growing out of some of it, and I don't know what it is now. Whatever, Mimi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that I'm flamboyant, and so she wanted to talk to me afterwards. She said, "Don't leave," and I said, oh, "Okay, girl." So I waited, and she asked me. She said, "What do you do?" Afterwards, we were talking. I said, well, I do hair. And she was like, could you do my hair? And I was just like, yeah. And so she told me, she said, he's about to get out. He hadn't told me he was about to get out. She said, you know, he's about to get out. And I was like, I didn't know that. So I started doing her hair. I started doing her hair, and we started talking and talking and talking and talking and talking till the day that he got out. I didn't know he was getting out, girl. She told me he had wrote me and said, I'm gonna be out in a few weeks, but he had actually got out like 3 weeks prior to. And she had told me, I'm getting my hair done today because he about to get out. Kenneth, now anybody can try to figure it out because I called his name. That is his real name. Kenneth is about to get out. And so I was just like, no. She said he get out tomorrow. And I was like, he get out. I said, he told me in 3 weeks. She said, maybe he want to surprise you. So she being dumb the whole time, right? So I'm just like, oh, okay. So Kenneth gets out of
Was
jail.
she planning to get her hair done?
She was paying. She was paying to get her hair
Okay.
done. She's paying to get her hair done. And so I was still doing her hair. And so Kenneth gets out. I don't hear nothing from Kenneth week 1. Week 2, she don't come back to the shop because normally she would come every 2 weeks. Week 3, she comes to the shop, but girl, guess who brings her? Kenneth.
Kim.
And so he drops her off. He don't come in. He don't come in, right? So she's like, Kenneth is outside. He brought me. And I was like, why he didn't come in? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't come in. I was like, oh, okay. And so when he came back to pick her up, I made it a point to go outside and talk to Kenneth. And I was just like, so what's up, Kenneth? You know, you wasn't gonna even tell me you get out. I can't get no hug. I can't get no love, no nothing. And so he got out the car and he hugged me and was like, Mom, what's up? You know, and all this. Now I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna come back and talk to you. He did come back and we did have a conversation. But because I had already developed a relationship with her as a client, I knew that I could not cross those lines with Kenneth anymore.
That was a strange. That's a strange situation right there.
Right. And so when I'm saying all that to say that when people are locked up, people will do anything to survive. I've seen men,
People out, they'll do anything to survive.
right, but more so in jail, meaning I've seen dudes that were hardcore dudes that played the role and played like they were hardcore gangsters and stuff while they was locked up. And you get out and I mean, before you got out, they was wanting you to suck they piece and they wanted to be with you. They was trying to kiss you. They was feeling on you. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And then when they get out, they go back to their girls and all this and that. So my response to this question tonight is if my significant other catches a case and is going to be locked up for a long time, would I hold them down or would I leave? My response is I would hold them down, but I wouldn't be faithful to them. They would have an understanding that I know what you're gonna do while you in there, so I'm gonna do what I need to do while I'm out here. And that would be one of those things. So where you just gonna have to give me a pass to live my life while I'm out here, and you're gonna be locked up. Now I'm not gonna make you want for anything. It reminds me of Power with Mary J. Blige. You know, when she was going to see her dude, and they would have the conjugal visits, but she was still out there doing what she needed to do to survive. And I think that we as people still have to survive because just because you locked up, I need something other than you have a collect call from caller, say your name. Like will you accept the charge? I need more than that. I need
But
more
see the
than that.
difference. So just let's say it's this situation. You know, as a woman, we have a child together, and someone found out someone molested my child, and my husband goes and kills this person. You know, he's going to in his way make it right. If he get locked up for that, ain't no way I can't hold him down. I can't.
Oh, I'm gonna hold him down, but that don't mean that I'm not gonna sleep with somebody else.
I don't know. And with that, see, that's what I'm saying. The circumstances are a little different.
Well, yeah,
It
I
is
mean,
a little different.
if somebody messes with Josiah, is the expectation that Jacoby would kill them or would I kill them? We probably would both be locked up. Because it's probably going to be one of those things where me and Jacoby come together and you know what? You get his arms, I got his feet. We about to cut everything up and we going to just be locked up together. I would say that, that
Right.
that probably would be how it would be, but I hear you and I respect your answer on that. But just like I said, me being on the inside of the prison system and actually seeing how dudes maneuver, I'm gonna tell every woman that if your dude is locked up, if your dude is locked up for more than 6 months, you are crazy to believe that your dude has not gotten his dick sucked by another man or touched another man. You crazy. Now there are some men that can withstand and hold themselves out for a year or two, and even a two is a question mark. A two is a question mark. I just don't see a lot of men that's making it like that. I don't, and I
Well,
see.
I know two of them. I know two guys that I'm very close to that were locked up more than 20 years, and they both are Muslim, you know, and it was like
They
and
Muslim
they
before
would come out and say, the dudes, they said, yeah, they said this one, that one, or whatever, but they said that ain't something that, that's just something that they frowned upon. I really believe now. I believe it's some of them that do it, but I believe it's a few that can hold their own. They just pleasure themselves and just do their thing.
Do you believe that were they Muslim before they went in or Muslim after?
Hmm.
Before they went in? Were they Muslim before they went in, Mimi?
Uh huh.
Okay. I mean, I can't say.
Their entire lives.
Okay, so maybe then that may be a little bit different. But then I do know. Now I'm gonna say this. There were some dudes that was in there like, no, nigga, I don't play that gay shit.
No,
You know,
it's a lot of dudes out here that's you know they'll do some stuff as long like hurry up, as long as ain't nobody looking. It's a whole lot of that.
hurry up,
A
hurry up,
whole lot.
a whole lot.
Yeah.
And so
Hmm.
always struggle. Normally, and I'm gonna say this, you find most men that are not comfortable with their sexuality, those are the men that be like, oh, that gay shit, that nigga looking at me, or that gay nigga looking at me.
Because they're trying to yeah, they putting too much emphasis on it. Especially a red flag for me is any man that keep dropping the F bomb.
Oh, faggot, that faggot word.
Those are normally the ones that they done some shit or
Yeah,
doing some shit because they
yeah.
they use they trying too hard to throw you off.
Now I will say this: um, while I was locked up, there were a lot of dudes that protected me. And I can say this from an honest place, Mimi. I wasn't raped while I was in prison. I didn't have to give anything up while I was in prison. I didn't do anything with any dude while I was in prison.
You were
Um,
in jail or prison
so it was a
because it's a
state jail.
difference.
It was a state jail facility. So it was prison. It was really, really prison. When we got off the bus, they made us line up naked, back to, and they call it dick to
No,
ass.
jail will do that too. Prison, the when I say prison, it's normally federal. You
Oh no,
know,
no, I was never in a
you
federal.
know, you wasn't there. That's a whole different ball game.
I was in a state jail facility where I was mishandled by some of the guards. I was
Mhm.
mishandled by the guards, and my sister spoke out about that because when she came to visit me, they did some things to me. That was bad. It was bad. It made me feel some type of way, and I remember going to my sister when she came to see me, and I cried during our visit, and she was like, "What happened?" And I was telling her what happened to me. And she's a fool anyway. So she went off. And I was just like, you're gonna make it so hard for me in here, but she had went off, and so there were things that happened to me, but they weren't things that happened from inmates. because everybody knew my dad and everybody knew my sister. Not to say that they're bad people, but they had already put a word out there, watch Lamont or take care of Lamont. And there was a one guard there that I will never forget, and we are still friends to this day. Her name is Treva Ellison. Treva was a guard. And so Treva would always make sure that I was okay. Mimi, she would come check me out of my cell. She would say, "You got a visit," and I was like, "Oh, who come to see me?" And she would just take me to the guard shack, and I would sit in the guard shack, and we would just talk it up, just chalk it up for a while. And
Yeah.
I will forever be thankful for Treva
Yeah.
Ellison that helped me through the time that I was locked up. She really, really did. She was my girl. She took care of me. She gave me food that I wasn't supposed to eat. Like I was still eating church's chicken, girl. She'd bring her some lunch and she'd give me a piece of chicken. I mean, I don't forget those things. You don't forget those people that had your
Right.
back. You don't forget those
That's
types of
true.
things.
That's
So
true.
I was never molested. I was never raped or anything like that. There were some dudes that tried to, but I was
Yeah.
always protected. And so I say all that to say this, that there are a lot of men that are locked up in the prison system that will conform to being gay or to
Right.
trisexual. I'll try it. I'll try it. I don't care. I don't care. One of the biggest drug dealers that lived in the city that I lived in at the time, he was locked up at the same time I was locked up. And I'll never forget, how we were across from each other and
Yeah.
he watched me get out the shower and he jacked off to me. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh." And I couldn't believe that he was doing it. You
Right.
know, he was just like, and you know what he told me? He said, "Bitch, if you ever tell anybody, I'll kill your ass." That's what he told me. And I
Oh,
was just like, "Oh, he real crazy." And so I never, and I dare not call his name now because that still
you don't
stays in my
call his name.
mind. But you know what? I've seen him, and even now in still seeing him, he'd be like, "What's up, Lamont? How you doing?" "I'm good." So with that question, I don't know if I could hold them down. I would be there for them. I'd put money on your books. I'd help you out, things of that nature. But I really don't know if I could just really, really, truly be faithful to you while you're locked up because I know what goes on behind those walls.
Right. Right. But like I said, it really just depends on the circumstances
It
for me.
does.
It
I got
does.
another question for you, Mimi.
Okay.
I got another question. You like these questions, don't you?
I do like the question.
So these questions come
I do.
from these black cards. Marsha says it's a lot of undercover ones. Yes, Lord, it is, Marsha.
Yeah.
So,
We live in DC, so yeah.
but see, I don't think that's fair because a lot of people say that DC is the gay capital, but it's not.
What? Atlanta and then DC. Atlanta is the new San Francisco from when I was growing up. DC
Really,
is a close second, honey. Yes.
really.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't even see Atlanta being like that.
The gays
I,
out of control in Atlanta.
the
Out of
Brandon
control.
over here, like, huh? I don't even
Yeah.
see Atlanta like that. I don't, and I guess because I'm naive to a certain extent, to where like I just don't see like when people are coming on to me or people are trying to holler, I just don't see it.
The gays in Atlanta, child, my sister keeps saying, I mean, 'cause we not close, but she say, I've been in Atlanta 25 years and you ain't been to visit me. And I mean, I'll be like, we not close. More so, the gays out of control. Like, I ain't trying to explain that to my damn kids. You got a man face, a dress on and heels and lip gloss and a purse, but you got a tight fade like it's too
But they, I
much.
mean, they do that here,
No, no in Atlanta it is turned up 10 notches.
and that's
It's
listen.
real
Brandon over
different.
here talking in my ear, and he's just like, It's a whole nother level in Atlanta.
It
And
is. You
I
already Atlanta is out. It's out of control. That's like the gay mecca. Yeah, that's yeah.
Paul says that he agrees with me. Um, ah, I guess I have never. So like this thing with gay pride, I've only been to one gay pride, and that was when I moved here, and we took our kids. Jacoby and I took our kids to gay pride. We was just like, we want y'all to see, And when we saw, we was just like, oh, they doing a whole lot here. Oh, wait a minute, maybe y'all turn your head. Don't
Oh,
look.
gay pride is out of control.
It can be.
Out of control. But that's shit. That's they fucking parade. Like
So
on.
let me tell you this, Mimi. Let me tell you this. And this could be a conversation because this is not one of my questions.
Mhm.
So Josiah came to me about 2 weeks ago and he showed me his inbox. And
Okay.
in his inbox, there was this dude that was 18 years old that said, hey, you're really handsome. And I was wondering, could we talk? And so Josiah responds to the boy and said, hey, I'm not that way. I'm straight. My dad is gay. I'm straight.
He's respectful. I mean, you
He
know.
was he was like, my dad is gay, but I'm not. And so the dude was just like, okay. But I wanted to, I mean, he was just persistent. And
Child,
so,
but I know that has to be. Yeah, that's got to be rough because it's hard enough for a man to approach a woman, you
right.
know, with the thought of rejection, but to approach a man, and yeah, that was he was bold.
So I got mad, Mimi. I was mad
Why you get
because
mad?
because he's 18 and Josiah is 15. And so my thing is, and this dude looked like
That's 3 years.
Mimi. He looked like a football player. Like he was all buff and everything.
You
And so
can't help it if your ass big for your age or you look grown for your age.
and so
I
Josiah
got
was
a,
like,
and I mean, and this the funny thing. I got a cousin that she got a baby. I ain't boy. This boy is so big. Like he, when he was, he's like two, like he's like Malik's age, my like 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 11, 12, something like that. This boy is huge. Like he looks like a grown ass man. He like
uh-huh.
a truck driver, done worked the night shift, the whole nine. And like, I mean, he's a big, like he's like a baby Shaq, and he out there, playing with these kids. And I felt bad because I was looking at him like if his ass came and knocked on my door and said, "Can my baby come out and play?" I'd be like, "Fuck no, you ain't playing with that big ass no." But I realized they can't help that they fucking big for can't help it, can't help it.
Okay, but he is 18. He is a senior.
Okay,
And
18 and 15. So when you was 15, you ain't dating nobody 18.
no, no, I was saved in high school. I was messing with a football player, but he wasn't 18. We were the same
What
age.
what what do that mean? You was
What
It's a
what is
whole
what
lot of folks saved that's doing shit.
I'm just playing with that part. I'm just playing with that part. No, I think that I mean I had crushes on guys that were older. I remember dudes that
Child,
were old.
I've never messed with nobody my age.
Really, they've always been older.
Always.
And so sometimes,
But I
Mimi,
was but I was groomed that way.
right. Sometimes I feel bad because I say, that I've made it hard for Josiah to live in society by me being an openly gay man. And so, like my TikTok, I have a TikTok account, and a lot of people
I
follow me
know.
on.
I understand.
And so my TikTok is very, very. It's um,
Mm,
it's very. Brandon says,
child, you look like you about to make love to yourself sometimes, child.
and so like people like Josiah's friends will go follow me and talk about, "Ooh, your daddy's sexy. Ooh, your daddy this." Or
Yeah,
ooh,
the way you be all in the cameras, how you
and so it's usually
child, one of your TikToks came across on it. That eyebrow go up and that little squint. Cause this show sexy face. This you be like there. You be doing all I'm saying, look at this. This ain't first thing in the damn morning. Ain't nobody supposed to be that damn sexy at 8 o'clock in the morning. Nobody.
Mimi. And so my son would tell me sometimes, "Dad, you can't do this," or "Dad, you can't do this." I mean, like, I can't even date. He's okay with me trying to date people, but if he had his way, that I would not date. But then here it is, Jacoby in a whole nother relationship. Jacoby living his life. He don't say nothing to Jacoby, but Lamont,
Because because I mean, hate to say it, and I know that technically Jacoby's his dad too, but you are. It's like you are. It would just be like the equivalent of a mom and a dad divorcing. Mom can't do what daddy do
I
because
guess so.
mom is revered, and because like my
Yes.
my boys have seen one man, over the last few years, and I can't date nobody else
Yes.
because yeah.
This little boy, when I tell you he monitor Mimi, if I go out, he'll be waiting for me. Like he'll be waiting till my dad. And if I don't let me not come
Hmm.
home at a respectable time. Usually that's midnight, no later than 1. If it's later than 1, Josiah's calling me, "Dad, what time are you coming home?" And I'll be like, I'm on my way home. And he'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'm sitting up waiting on you." And when I come through the door, girl, he be right. He'll come right out. "Okay, you okay? I'm good."
Like hold on, we got a question right here.
What attracts an openly
What
gay man?
attracts an openly gay man to another man, and how do y'all do it?
What do you mean another man? Are you talking about a straight man or a gay man? I guess that would be my question to you.
I
Are
guess
you
I'm going to assume that it's an openly gay man to a straight man.
a straight
But
man?
but it's been now. It was once upon a time you had excuse me, you had
Yeah.
people that didn't if they knew that you were straight, they they wouldn't approach you.
I mean, it's to say that we won't approach you, but I'm gonna say this: if a gay man finds a straight man to be attractive, then the straight man should take that as a compliment because all gays just do not like men, and I think
Child,
that's the
let me tell you something. For me, I realize I flirt with everybody. I'm
thing.
not gay at all. But somebody just want to buy me a drink, tell me I'm pretty. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
all for it. But I realize I just you know
So, and I'm glad
I
that
do.
I'm still waiting on your response, Adrian. Are you talking about a straight man? Or are you talking about are we attracted just to another man, period? As far as just being gay, I need some more context before I can answer your question. But so everybody knows that one of my good friends, his name is Eric. Eric is a barber. Eric is very handsome. He's a handsome
Something
man.
happening with your camera, baby, because you've been freezing up a lot. Now
Can you
it
see me
just look
now?
like it's buffering.
What about now? Can you see me? Hello? So I'm gonna keep talking. just in case, because now you're frozen on my
Oh
side.
well, but
Yeah.
since
So Eric,
we have some technical difficulties, I'm just gonna keep talking to y'all. But
am I?
I'm
So
gonna tell
Eric,
y'all.
so Eric is an openly straight man, and so I wished Eric happy birthday because that's my homeboy. I was one of Eric's first gay friends. I'm waiting on Mimi to come back into the room. Um, but Eric is one of my. Can you hear me, Mimi? Let's get rid of the other.
Child, I don't know what's going. This thing is.
What
Child,
you said?
something is happening with this thing here.
Can you hear me now, Mimi?
I can't hear you, child. You was child. That thing you was buffering. The thing that was freezing. Child, I was about to tell him my gay story, but gone.
So,
Now
um,
you back.
so I was telling them about Eric. On Eric's birthday, I posted this video, this happy birthday tribute to Eric because Eric is one of my friends, and me and Eric have been friends for the last
Hmm.
8 years, almost 9 years. And I was Eric's first gay friend. And
Right.
he everybody, you was my first gay friend because I didn't like gay people. I didn't want to be around gay people. None of that. And so Eric has even been to the church to hear me preach. Eric has been like my ride or die. He's my homeboy. Do we fight? Yes. But it is what it is. And so when I gave Eric this happy birthday tribute, it was a lot of he called me in his room. He was just like, you need to tell your followers that I'm straight. And I was just like, what are you talking about? Your followers, some of your followers. And I was like, what are you talking about? So there was a couple of
Shit. 'Cause I had to I had to grow with my way of thinking because I was one of those people. I can admit this. I was one of those people that didn't think that gay men were, I mean, straight men were friends with gay men. If a straight man hung with a gay man, I was like, it's a little suspect.
so um I
But it's a lot of people that think that way. But my thinking, because I have been around the community, the culture, whatever you want to call it,
right.
my thinking has definitely evolved a whole lot. So I do
So
know, that you do have, folks that just they don't care who you fucking, y'all just friends.
so someone, a couple of my people, as Eric described them, and I was just like, well, how you know they're my friends? He's like, because I looked at your page and they're your friends. And I was just like, but there's a lot of
You
people
said
that are on my.
what?
He said that there were a lot of people that reached out to him on his birthday, and they were just like, "Oh, I got a gift for you. Let me lick you. Let me do all this to you." And so Eric was like you're looking. So Eric was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe your friends did this. Tell your friends that I'm straight." And I was just like, "So Eric, listen to me." I said, just like you pop in women's inboxes and you'll tell them that they're beautiful and you tell them things of that nature, why is it not okay for a man to pop in your inbox and tell them that you're handsome or things like that? Why is it so offensive to you? He's like, because I'm a man. But you do it to women all the time that are not attracted to you. I mean, and he talked about it for a whole day, Mimi. And it got to the point to where it pissed me off. And I had to remind him, I said, Eric, if a man finds you to be attractive, you take that as a compliment. I said, especially if it's a gay man. I said, because we are picky people. And so if we find you to be attractive, that means that you're on a whole nother level with us. Every gay man
Right.
doesn't look at a man just because you're a man and you got a dick that we want to be with you. So stop that. And so he was just like, well, he shouldn't have said what he said. I said, what did he say? Who said it? And so he was just like, they just said that they had other gifts for me. I said, what kind of gift? And he was just like, I don't know. I blocked them before they could say it. It just didn't feel right. I said, so here you are. Here you are. And because you are this straight man and some other dude has told you that you're attractive and they want to give you a gift or they're coming on to you, you don't know how to handle yourself. So for me, that
Well,
says that
and that's fair.
it's not, it ain't
That's
fair.
fair.
Maybe that's not fair.
It
Not when
is fair. You gotta give people. Here's the thing. I know that you're proud. We ain't gonna put no label on it because you like both. But you're proud of who you are. No, I'm just saying that wasn't no. It was no shade. I promise
right,
you. I just wasn't putting a label on it because you said it's really no. It really ain't no label.
right,
So, but the thing is, you have to give people a chance to get to where you are, mentally, like you're comfortable with it. I mean,
right.
he's already showing that he's good with y'all's friendship. You have a genuine friendship. You have to give him time to grow to that level to be okay with men coming on to him. That's a whole new thing
That ain't a whole
and
new
can be
thing.
hard to navigate.
So that this is what I'm going to come back and say to that is when 70% of your clientele is gay. 70%
Hmm.
of your clientele is gay. By now, you should have developed some type of relationship with a
No,
gay
because it's
individual.
business.
It is business. So my thing is, people come to us, and Mark says he agrees with Mimi, and I totally disagree. But here's the thing, Mimi. This is what I think. This is the part that I'm trying to get to. I'm not expecting Eric to be on this level to where he can accept gay men coming on to him, or I'm not. I mean, I don't know what they said to him, and I mean, some of it. Um, I Mark says I wasn't comfy back in the day, but I grew to a different mentality. If you know what you are, you should not matter. Some people saying that if you know who you are, it should matter. So here's the thing.
It's easy to say that, but when you are a straight man and you have a lot of, I guess, like you said, mostly gay clientele, and now you're one of your best friends, because he has referred to you as his best friend,
He
is an
has.
openly gay, flamboyantly gay man. Women that he might be trying to date, prospective women that he want to date, might be close minded like I was and be like, nigga, you gay, you. So that's it. You got to give him time to adjust.
I think Mark says, but I was never rude to anyone like your guy Eric was. It's unnecessary. I think it is unnecessary. And so what I wanted Eric to get in
What
the
I'm
moment,
saying is, I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying is this: it's not an easy. That's not an easy lane to navigate. It's not.
I
when
mean, and
you
I hear you.
yeah, when he's comfortable with you all's friendship. Let him give him time to maneuver, to grow, to that level. It's not, that's not an easy thing. It's not.
And you know what? And like I told Eric, I told him, I said, so I said, what did blocking do for them? I mean, he's like, it got me out the situation because they were saying some stuff. I was like, what did they say? Um, but he's never came back and told me exactly what they said. So I don't know what they said. I know that somebody told him that they had a pair of socks that they wanted him to wear. So I don't know what that meant. You know, I don't know. He had a lot to say, and I still need to. He told me that we was gonna go through his inbox and look at him. He's like, because I blocked all their asses. That's what he said. I blocked all their asses, and I was just like, oh, okay. But then here's the other piece, Eric. You are an attractive man. Eric is a very attractive man. And so like when you see men that look like Mark is an attractive man, but he's secure in his sexuality. I think that when a man, um, He said if I would have said I'm not interested, I bet he would have fallen back. Maybe he would have. I mean, I think that a lot of men that are attractive, when a gay man tells you that you're attractive, take it as a compliment. It doesn't mean that we want to be with you or anything. You know, it's just it's a compliment. I mean,
But
but
you know what else I want to add,
what?
and I need what women and men to stop doing this. Just because somebody's gay, don't mean that they like your ass.
Right.
Yeah, that because
That's
that would be just like it's just because it's a man, that that we supposed to be together. People have things that they like and they have a type, and
right.
just because does not mean that you supposed to that they want you.
So this is what I'm gonna say. A lot of men that well, I'm not even attracted to a lot of men. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of the typical gays that I'm just gonna go around and sleep with anybody, or I'm gonna mess with
Mhm.
anybody, or I'm gonna talk to anybody. But if I give you my attention, that's because I see something in you, and I'm genuinely attracted to you. But
Right.
I don't just see dudes, and I be like, "Oh, dang, oh, I got to have." No, it's not even like that with me. Because I'm a different type of dude. I really, really am a different type of dude. For you to get my attention, that means that you're on a whole nother level mentally, physically, and I can get over the physical part. You don't have to be the most attractive man for me to talk to you, but you have to have something going for yourself for me to be able to even converse with you. But then I also have to see that you have a love for kids, not in a
Mhm.
sexual way, but you have to have a love for kids because I have two boys, and I
Right.
anybody that knows me that knows that I love my children
Yeah.
and I'll do anything for my kids. So my
Yeah.
thing is, if a gay man finds another man to be attractive, take that as a compliment and roll with it. Just say thank you and keep it moving. It don't mean that we want to be with you. It ain't mean that we trying to sleep with you. It's that there's something that qualifies you to be handsome in our point of view. That's it. That's all. We ain't trying to get with you. Now,
Yeah.
I will say some dudes do see a man and be like, oh, oh, oh. But then how many times do you dudes do that to women? When a
Yeah.
girl walks out in a bodysuit, be like, God dang, did you see her? Did you? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you see the way that she was jiggling back and forth? I mean, it was talking. I mean, I heard all kinds of stuff. So I
Yeah.
mean, what I reminded Erica of. I was just like, you do it all the time. So why you mad today? Because it was you. So you was made to feel like those females that you make people feel like. Mark says, I get compliments from both genders damn near every day, but I do have to grow. But I did have to grow to that comfort. Okay. That's cool, Mark. I
But
hear you.
child, I didn't.
I mean, I get compliments from women. I get a lot of compliments from women. I really, really, really do. And sometimes I'll be like, do they not know that I'm gay? Or,
Mm,
am I gay? Am I gay or am I
your
bi?
ass.
What am I? So, oh,
Yeah.
so like I went to a party this weekend, Mimi. Went to
Mhm.
a party this weekend. Went to a party, girl. The
My.
woman told me at the party, I know you. I know what you like, but I just want to fuck. I don't even care. That's what she told me. And I was like,
What
huh?
you say?
So I put the straight boy on. I was like, so that's how you feel?
Oh Lord.
I was like, so that's how you feel?
So did
And
y'all
she
fun?
no.
What shit? That's a legitimate question.
She was just like,
You put the
so
straight. You said you put the straight boy on us. I want to know, did the straight boy get it? That's shit.
no, she was just like, so what's up? It's like, what's up? And I was just like, I'm good. And so we was talking. And so I had to go in this closet to get some stuff out of. And so I went in the closet. Shut up, Mark. And so I went in the closet to get something. He talking about I hesitated on the answer. He stuttered, whatever. And so I went in the closet and she came in the closet behind me. And so she put her titty on my arm, Mimi, and she was rubbing her titty on my arm. And she said, Mimi, she said, how did it make you feel? I said, I mean, that's all right. I'm good. You know, she's
I
like,
mean, was she your type? That well,
no,
that see that there it is.
no.
I'm gonna tell you,
She was not my type. But
but I often say this because I have seen women that are like, like them doms that's like straight, like the ones that wear a strap up under their clothes.
listen,
Some of
listen.
them bitches fine. I swear for God.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I be asking myself, bitch, are you okay? Are you like what?
Mimi,
'Cause I get them
listen.
behind the bar. Like I'm at the bar, y'all know I'm a mixologist, so I flirt for a living. That's what I do. I've always had a flirtatious way about me. Period. I can't help it. So I had this dom come up to my bar and she said, Mimi, she said, I swear to God, I will fucking marry you right now. She said, you wouldn't have to work no more. She said, I take care. Your boys would be taken care of, college, the whole nine. She said, you wouldn't have to be nothing but my damn woman. And I said, ma'am, I said, I need you to be quiet. I need you to stop talking. I said,
Need you
'cause
to be quiet.
I think I've been gay for like 3 minutes now. I, you had I was like, but the only problem is I can't be gay back. I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't lick no twat. I can't do it.
Yes, Mark, she is. So Mimi,
Mm.
listen, there are some doms that I am just like, oh my God. And there's some transgendered men that I am like,
Mm-mm.
listen, there are some transgendered
I've
men.
seen some, yeah, but
Yeah,
I already know it will fuck me up if I
I
see all this manly stuff and then I see a split tail. That's gonna mess me up.
we have the producer getting ready to put up a picture of a transgender man that I'm telling you,
Well, let
they
me see.
well, he's trying to find it. I'm hoping he'll find it before we end the show. But yeah,
I want to see it. Even if y'all find it after the show, send it to me. I want to see that.
I mean, there are some transgender men that I'm just like, oh my God, maybe I should date a transgendered man these days, or
And
something.
then that's a whole nother question. Because
It is.
then, if you date a transgender man, it's still technically a woman. So, are you gay? I'm just saying. Is it still with the church folk? Is it still a sin? Because you technically dating a woman?
I don't know.
I'm
Did
just
you find the
saying.
picture yet?
It's a lot of questions.
I think I just don't. I don't
What?
know. I don't know.
What you
That's a
gonna
big,
do?
big, big thing. I mean, because I don't know, Mimi. Whenever you some of these dudes that I see that are transgendered, it's just kind of like, for real? That's what you
Yeah.
are? Okay, call me. Call me. I'm willing to and I was having a conversation with Deja, and I was telling Deja, I was just like, maybe I should date a transgender woman or a man. Maybe that would be a good thing. I think
But
I
see, the
think
problem is, see, that's it. You know what?
you got one.
I got an issue with the issue that I had with that That's a whole nother issue. We ain't got enough time to even delve into it.
That's a whole other issue.
It's a
He's trying
whole
to get
nother issue.
sent
It
over to.
is.
You said what? He's talking about give him a second. He's working
Okay.
on this.
Yeah, I
But you
want to
know,
see it.
transgendered women that I find to be very attractive. I think that the thing for me as being who I am with a transgendered woman, how does that work? How does that work for me? You know, how does it work? You know, does she have the complete surgery or does she not have the complete surgery? If she
Now I
just
know
has,
someone that has had sex with that comes to the casino that's had sex with one of our
yeah,
that's a girl.
that's transgendered man,
That ain't
Jess.
no damn girl. That is not. No,
Born a female, but she's a man now.
nope. I don't believe it. Mm-mm.
So Mimi, what would you do? What would you do, Mimi?
Mm-mm. That ain't no girl.
Come up in the casino and he be like, "Say what's up, girl? What's up?"
I'm probably gonna date her.
But wait, Mimi, they haven't had,
I might have to date Mr. Cynthia.
but they haven't had the bottom surgery yet. They've only had the top. What you gonna do?
Oh no. See, that's what I said. I already said that it will that will
Look at
fuck
Mark.
me up. You see all them muscles in a love trail and a split tail. That right there, that messed me up.
That would that would
Uh-uh.
that would mess you up. Put the picture back up
Yeah.
there. Put the picture back up there. Do we have any other pictures of him? Angela Graham says Mr. Cynthia. His name is Sean. His name is Sean.
Mhm.
Let's refer to Sean as Sean.
I mean,
But
I'm just saying. I'm saying that as to say, if you got all that, it looked like a whole man, and then you take that thing off, and you got some panties on. Ain't nothing bulky down there. That would fuck me up.
that is not a man, Mark. It is a transgender man.
See right there, and see this is where it gets kind of tricky, because we got what people identify as. Bitch, I identify as skinny, but what the fuck do you see?
Baby,
I'm
you
just saying. In
you
my mind, bitch, I am Meg. I'm the stallion meets Beyonce. But if I come out the house with a damn one of them bodycon dresses on, you know, and I done stuff my feet in some heels. And I'm like, bitch, I'm skinny. What the fuck you gonna say? No, bitch, no, you not. Look in the mirror.
look at him now, Mimi. He got a beard now. That's
Okay, but what's below the belt?
do we have another picture? Below the belt. Do we have a picture? Mimi, they gonna kick us off the internet if we post this
Ain't
picture.
nobody gonna kick us off nothing. Because it's a real damn conversation.
It is a
What
real
everybody
couple,
talk about.
but
Everybody want because I can respect that that's how you feel about yourself. That is what you identify as. However, that's not what you are.
I mean, Mimi, Mimi.
I'm just saying. I mean, and this is the argument. I identify with being skinny, but what the fuck do you see?
There's a different picture. That's the same
That
dude.
one look a little that I can see the girl in them a little bit.
But do you see the transformation?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't even want. How do you even make a penis?
What you mean?
What
How
do they use? What they use?
I need you to Google it. They have a. You can watch it online. A whole.
Now I done seen them transform the penis into a vagina, and I just wanted to cry because that thing was huge, and they split that thing right on down the middle and and tucked it all around and made some stuff. But when I tell you, I do not know now how I had, I done seen them do the man to the woman, but how do you make a penis? Now you got
March.
all them, but this my thing. You got all them damn muscles and shit, and they done make you a little teeny dick. Now what? Ain't nobody
So
messing with you.
it's not little teeny weeny. So there are a lot of times that they can go back and they can do reconstructive surgery. So what usually happens with the hormonal part from a
Find
female,
me a picture of that, Brian, the
you got
producer,
posted
please.
that on the show
Cause I
because they
know,
go,
I'm talking about afterwards. Cause I know
uh, we're gonna put it.
Brandon is bomb. I know he gonna find some footage. I want to see that. I want to see what it look like. Do it got a big scar down the back of it, or down the
No,
side?
no. So usually they start taking testosterone, and so the clitoris grows and it starts sticking out. Fix your
Well,
face.
how big do it get?
It gets big.
Uh-uh.
So I mean, that's a whole nother. That's Mimi. That's gonna be
You
our
ain't
conversation.
lying. So
Uh,
basically, women got little teeny dicks right now.
basically, that's what you have.
Oh my God.
Go in the mirror and look at it. Look at him. Oh, he fine.
I ain't gonna
Brandon,
snap
he's about to
it.
play this footage. It's X-rated. Is it bad? Bad? Would they kick us off the show?
But send it to me separate, Brandon. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it in my room.
So he's gonna send it to you, Mimi. So listen, thank you so much for our conversation tonight. This was a good conversation.
It
It
was.
I know, and we'll have more conversations like this. Thank you for keeping it real. So you telling me that the ladies I've been with that has big ass click probably taking hormone pills.
My mate, Mark, you never know these
You
days.
never know.
That's gonna be another letter in y'all daggone alphabet. I swear. As I stopped at T, all the motherfucking letters I don't get. And y'all keep changing shit and adding stuff. And the thing is, that's what I want to say. It ain't that we don't respect, the culture and everything, but y'all keep changing the damn rules. Can't keep up.
So anyway, join us next week as we continue on with another conversation with Monty and Mimi. They do like a baby. I'm not playing with you, Mark, tonight. Listen. So listen, join us. Follow us. Listen, follow us. That means that Brandon will post this thing. Follow us on Instagram with In the Chair with Monty and Mimi. Follow us on Facebook, Monty and Mimi, and YouTube Live. Listen, we're trying to get a check. In the Chair with Monty and Mimi. Thank you.
Yes.
Mimi, I've enjoyed you tonight and your pinkness and your
Thank you. You'll see it. You'll see it more.
oh,
You know. You'll see it this a lot more. I have. I said I gotta stop. I have to get outside of my own box
you
that I
do. You
done.
got your own box.
Mhm.
Um, and here goes Marsha. Can I get a drink when I come to get my hair done? Mimi is
Yeah,
always
you sure can.
drink. She has
You
a
just
drink.
let me know when Marsha come, and I'm gonna have some for her.
She charged for her drinks, Marsha, and they good, but she charged for her drinks. I
I do.
think
I
they
might give you. I might give you a Jello shot for free, but I ain't give you no whole bottle for free.
the
I got to
drinks.
give
How
you.
much she charge for your drinks, Mimi? They're $20, aren't they?
It's $20 for a bottle.
It's $20 for a bottle, and they're really
Yeah,
really
and
good.
it's like that's like the equivalent of 2 to 3 drinks.
2 to 3
I
drinks.
got I got a hustle right now because I'm in between husbands. So.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, we love you. Thank you, Mimi. You look beautiful tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you for the show. This uplifted me. I had had a hard day.
Same here.
And um,
Oh,
Marquise,
Brandon, send me that video, bitch. I'm about to, about to get into it.
hit play, Mimi. I want to see your expression.
Thank Okay, I'm not playing this on here.
I want to see your expression. Hit play. Hit play. It's not gonna pop up on my screen. I just want to see your expression.
You ain't gonna see it because I got to go out to bring it up.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for
And
watching
thank
our
you
show.
for who just gave me the compliment. I just it popped on and went on.
Marquis said that you look really, really good tonight, Mimi.
Thank you,
These are my
Mickey.
clients. Mark says, so y'all had me set up in that shop sober. So Mimi wasn't there when you came to the shop. Shawanda
You let
said,
me know when you're there. I make sure we will not be so.
um, and Marsha says she really enjoyed the show. So thank y'all so much for supporting us.
Yeah,
It means a lot. So some days it's really, really hard for us to get on here after we've had hard days at work. But we really love what we do. And we love
yeah,
the hard conversations because these are hard conversations, but they're very relevant conversations. So
yeah.
thank you for being supporters. Listen, we love you all. Have a good night. God bless you. Mwah.
I got something to say.